Hello all, I'm going to share with you a handful of mods today. I'm going to briefly cover them and report any issues that I may come across. Links to these mods and the timestamps will be in the description below in case you want to jump ahead. So let's go ahead and jump into the first mod. The first one is called Move, Store, and Assign Settlers to Power Armor. And with this mod, you can move and store most power armor frames while you're in the workshop build mode. I say most because there are times where I try to highlight some of these power armor frames and it simply will not work. I think this might have something to do with the leveled armors that you find in the world. So if you do store a power armor frame while it has armor parts on it, the armor parts will be transferred to the settlement's workbench. Assigning settlers to power armor is the same as assigning them to everything else. But when you do this, make sure that you have assigned them to a job first before assigning them to the power armor. So once they jump inside the power armor, they will just sandbox around the area, but it will still give you the resources from whatever you assigned them to. You can use this mod to put your provisioners in power armor as well. And speaking of provisioners, we have provisioner Caravan guards, which adds 2 guards of a faction to escort your provisioner and the Brahmin to their destinations. So you can get faction guards by completing certain quests like Old Guns for the Minutemen, Show No Mercy for the Brotherhood, or kill Zeller in the high school for Bunker Hill to get the Mercenary faction. So there's an Institute faction as well. If you're into that, you obtain the holotape from the Red Rockets workshop. It will be there as soon as you start the game, and you can just use it to set the factions for your guards. If the guards do not appear, try resting or fast traveling away, and maybe it'll work that way. For me, I wasn't getting the guards at first, but they would appear as soon as I assigned a settler to a power armor. So pretty much all my provisioners are in power armor anyway, so this wasn't a big deal for me. Next is Caravan Trading Post Enhance. This will give you a collection of workshop items that you can find under the stores section, and then it will be in its own section called Caravan. It will give you chairs, counters, and markers that can be used for the Caravan merchants. There's markers for each merchant, so you can make posts and chairs that only they will use. So with this mod, you can make your own Bunker Hill type of a settlement. You can have a section that will only be for Carla, and she'll interact with all the objects, and you can put markers down so she can smoke, and then there's like jet markers for cricket and things like that. So I would say do not try flagging this mod as an ESL, as I tried doing that and it would just crash every time I loaded up the save. I think this mod is really good and I'm going to keep this one. The next mod up is Settlements Redone Fenway Station. This will turn the small cell near Hangman's Alley into a big multi-floor settlement. So there's a few conduits here that you cannot scrap, but they're placed in convenient areas, so it was perfectly fine to me. On the mods page, they say that there is a generator somewhere, but I tried highlighting any bit of machinery that I could find, and I just couldn't find any generators. But it wasn't a problem because you could just simply make your own generator or a fuse box if you have a mod that adds those. So I think the settlement is great. You can make something in here like a lounge, something similar to the third rail, and assuming everything is fine with this mod, like no pre-visbines breaking or anything like that, quest breaking, I'm going to keep this one. I think this mod is really good. And with that, I'm going to shut down here. I wanted to quickly cover these mods. They're mostly all new to me except for Move, Store, and Assign Settlers to Power Armor Frames. I have been using that mod for a long time and just haven't really had any problems with it. So, all the links to these mods that I have shown in this video will be in the description below. If you're still here, thank you for watching. I will see you all next time.